Update now on a lawsuit filed by LA street vendors against the city of LA and its restrictions. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos, just out of a courtroom, joins us with the very latest on that. Annie Rose, good morning.
Just walked out of the courtroom right now, Frank, and the latest is that the judge adopted a tentative ruling in favor of the street vendors that have filed this lawsuit. What that means is that the judge ruled in favor of the vendors who say they are against these no vending zones, these vending zones that prohibit them from selling food within 500 feet of certain neighborhoods and certain tourist attractions here in the city of LA, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, here to talk more about it, I have Dan. You are representing some of those street vendors. You were in the courtroom just now arguing on behalf of them. What just happened?
Sure. So the judge confirmed its tentative ruling, which means that the case is going to be allowed to proceed on its merits. The city lost its bid to have this lawsuit tossed out on a procedural technicality.
Now, we heard the attorney for the city arguing that, these vending zones, they help to keep the sidewalks less crowded. If those street vendors go in there, they might make it dangerous. Some of the tourists might flow out onto the street, impacting traffic. What do you say to all of that?
Well, the problem is, as the judge correctly pointed out today, is that the city didn't do any of that. They didn't make that connection between what their stated concern is and the actual measures that they've adopted. And the city failed to comply with state law in that regard.
What happens next? Because could we be seeing a world where LA City doesn't have any of these zones where vendors can't sell in? Could we see a future where the vendors could sell wherever they want in the city?
I think that's a possible outcome. The next step here is going to be the city's going to give us what's called the record. They're going to give us the documents that the city council relied on in making this decision. We're confident that that's going to show that they didn't do their homework, and the city will have to answer for that in court.
What kind of timeline are we looking at? I heard June mentioned in the courtroom. What does that mean?
Sure. The city will have until June to prepare the record, and then we're going to be back before the same judge. The judge is going to set a trial at that point. At some months out from the future, depending on whether we're satisfied with what the city's provided us, and then we'll have a hearing and go from there.
You're optimistic.
I am. Yeah, I'm quite confident based on what we've reviewed. These are all public documents. The city simply has not complied with state law in this instance. So until they do, they're going to have a problem, I think, keeping these no vending zones on the books.
Thank you so much, Dan. Really appreciate it. So you heard that just there. We're going to see it's going to take a few more weeks, if not months, in order for the judge to make a final decision. Once this goes in front of the judge in that later June date, but we'll see what happens then. The city and the attorneys have some time to put their arguments together. In the meantime, vendors, about 45 to 50 standing behind me, they're getting explained just like we were in Spanish about what we can expect with this case. Reporting live from downtown LA, I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
All right, Annie Rose, thank you.